The absence of a badge, an honorary title, and recognition would not stop these individuals from standing out as some of our bravest Jamaicans. At the 2023 National Honors and Awards ceremony, these Jamaicans were among many recognized for their contribution to the nation. We unfold their stories now.
Ms. Justine Hensel for contribution to the film and television industry in Jamaica and the literary arts.
Justine Hensel is a successful freelance film producer who has also directed 2 feature-length documentaries highlighting the history of Jamaica.
Well, I was pretty much born on set. My father made Jamaica's first feature film, The Harder They Come, which was released over 51 years ago. And so I grew up in that world. Receiving something like a national honor is at once humbling, but also it feels like a call to further action. It just gives me more energy to move forward with many, many different plans in different fields, film, television, and the literary arts.
Mr. Frederick for 40 years of outstanding contribution to the Jamaica Fire Brigade.
I'm from St. Mary country, so and I grew up in the service 40 years. It's a very long time, you know, until I reached the top of the service through hard work and a lot of training. So my forte in the service was really training. I'm very, very humbled and feel good about it.
Ms. Nellie Verona Brown for over 45 years of service in the field of education.
And is also an active member of the William Knibb Memorial Baptist Church for 50 years.
I've taught all subjects in the primary department. I taught at Goodwill in St. James and All Age School. It means a lot to me. I give God thanks because without him, I couldn't have done it and be here now. A couple weeks ago, a young man who lives in America stopped by my house with his 2 sons to introduce them to me and me to them, because I had been a good teacher to him and was always taking him home from school most evenings.
Mr. Earlmoxom for service in the field of media and communication.
Earlmoxom is a highly acclaimed journalist who has spent the past 30 years covering Parliament, politics, industrial relations, international trade, and a range of other issues.
That must run into the thousands, and it's still going. But now I am the recipient of one, I'm on the receiving end of one. It is not as comfortable as being the one asking the questions. I've been to several continents, but certainly many different parts of North America, the USA and Canada, and in Mexico, Colombia, throughout the Caribbean, parts of Europe. And well, unfortunately I've not been to the continent of Africa, which is a shame. But yeah, I've done quite a bit in terms of going to diverse places. I would put it this way, that for the many people who have always appreciated my work and supported me, this for them is vindication for how they feel about me and my work. And in that context, I really appreciate the fact that it is almost more about them than about me.
First, I have to say on behalf of all the members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force who have been awarded that we are quite elated. Many of us have over 30 years of service in the JCF and we continue to serve. We view this as a very good gesture. We take it with humility. We know that the work continues and we will continue to do our best to serve the people of Jamaica.
Well, honestly, I must say that this is a great honor. And, as the first responder, we have gone through so much, and we have done so much, And honestly, speaking on behalf of the team, the awarded team for this year, I want to say that, it is a great feeling for us to be here. And right now we are in this stage where the fire brigade is engaged in technology. We're trying to reach out there. We are trying to see how best we can use technology, include technology in the execution of our duty. That's where we are now.
Medal of Honor for Gallantry. Posthumous Award. Firefighter Lorenzo D. The late firefighter Lorenzo D. was a very resourceful and active second-generation firefighter who died in the line of duty while on the scene of an emergency incident on November 30, 2022 in Ocheria, St. Anne. The medal will be received by his father, Assistant Superintendent Garnet Dowse.
And a rousing round of applause for Lorenzo Dowse.
Lorenzo, I know, was a very enthusiastic fireman. He always wanted to be like his dad. When I got the news that he will be honored, but I cried. As I said, my son, death is not in vain. Somebody remember him. So our family is very grateful, very, very grateful. This medal means a lot to us. We will cherish it. It's last year, the same time last year, I received my meritorious award. And he called me, I wasn't here, he called me and said, Daddy, one day, I'll make a proud daddy. We get one daddy. And to see him collecting it for him, it's very hard, very hard, very hard.
Like Lorenzo Dowse, we can all dream and make Jamaica proud. It's these extraordinary heroes that continue to inspire us all to build a better Jamaica.